Hello guys, this is Becca and I am here to work in my glue book. So I still hadn't done my cover. If I come across something while I'm doing this that I want on my cover, I may go ahead and do it on camera. But I am working in my color glue book, which means I have it sectioned off into sections and I put certain color items into certain sections. Like I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink. Well, that's kind of like violet, pink, turquoise, brown, black, and then I have a section that I don't know yet what I'm going to do with. It may just be any color. So what I'm going to do is start out with full. Actually what I'm wanting to do is to try to use up some of the items I already have harvested out of magazines. If you don't know what harvest means, that means you went through magazines pulling pictures out. And so you have pictures that you want to use to put in a magazine. And come back here. The fan's on. It's blowing things. So therefore, you got things you want to use. Okay. I'm going to look through here and see. I'm just going to work throughout the book. What I mean by that is if I come across a picture I want to use, then I will turn to that color section and use it. Glue it down. And that right there would be good for the blue. Look at there. I can put that in blue. And I put my tabs really in the wrong place, because when I pull my tab, it goes to the next color, because I put my tab on the back end. I should have put it on the front end. So I need to remember to pull the color before it, and it will take me to the front of that, and then I can find me an empty page. Okay. So, I started out trying to do my glue book like everybody else does it. And I found that it really doesn't work for me to harvest. That's what like I said, that's what you call going through the magazines and deciding which pictures you're going to use. I started out trying to do it like everybody else, or like, not everybody else. I haven't seen everybody else. But the people that I have watched, I've tried to do like they do, and it hasn't really worked for me. Like, when they harvest their magazines, they categorize it into certain categories and have it separated, and I do separate mine, but like they might have it for colors, or they might have animals or flowers, or you know, have it in certain categories where they can just grab that category, that container that's in, and go with it. Well, first off, I don't have the space to have all kind of different things like that in my craft room. So what I have found that works for me is to just put them according to size. For example, my full sheets, pages that I see in a magazine that I think would be good for a background. Ooh, like this one here that I'm doing. Then I will put no matter what theme it is, what color it is, it doesn't matter. I put all my full sheets into I think it's a gallon Ziploc bag. When it starts getting too full, then it's time to start using them before I harvest anymore. And so, let's see if I can get this cut off of here. And then I put my half sheets into a Ziploc bag. And then I put, not necessarily just fourth sheets, but a little bit smaller than half sheets. I put them into a container. And then I have a small container for things that are small, you know, like you would just cut out a small picture, fussy cut it out. So, and then, you know, I worked from that and tried to see what would work from there. So there we go. I need something to go on that because I got some glue on it. Let's see if I can find something real quick that would go with that blue. Let's see what we have here that maybe we could cover that side of the page with. You watch me not have another full page. That right there, that'll work. You see, I'm going to be covering this. This is kind of like a background to give my page more thickness, more depth. Like I mentioned before, I think it was, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before I did that video about it, about glue booking. And I just jumped in here, guys. I don't know if you even know what I'm doing. I just jumped on here and started talking. I have felt really bad today, really bad. And I've come in here earlier. I have had a bad fibro flare-up today. Well, it started last night. I was in so much pain yesterday that it was just horrible. Last night, it was almost unbearable, the pain I was in. And so, when it got time to go to bed, I took my Tylenol and my night medicine and everything, and I went to bed. Well, I went off to sleep, but I still hurt all night. You know, like if I would, sometimes it'd wake me up. I'd be hurting, and it would wake me up. Woke up this morning still hurting. Not as bad as it was last night, but I was still hurting this morning. Feeling bad. And guys, if you don't know anything about fibromyalgia, it's a weird disease. It really is very strange. It works, you know, it works on different people differently, but it works on one person differently at different times. I can be feeling totally good, and then just all of a sudden out of the blue, I'm not feeling good anymore. I'm feeling really bad. I'm having a really bad flare-up. Like I said, I felt bad all day. It started last night, and I felt bad. But then, a while ago, all of a sudden, it decided to affect my sensitivity to touch. I felt like my skin was raw. This is not the first time this has happened. Before I realized this happened, it started happening back before I even realized that I had fibromyalgia and that this was part of it. I would wonder, why does it feel like that my skin is just, like, don't touch me. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. And like my clothes, I couldn't hardly stand my clothes to touch me. And a while ago, it decided it was going to do that. And it was so bad. It was so bad I could not hardly stand just putting my elbows down on the table. Just, oh, it just got horrible. It really did. And I was feeling so bad. And I started to just, you know, I wanted to come in here. I'd come in here, pull things out. I wanted to do, you know, this. That's another thing fibro does. Guys, it causes you to not be able to think. Not be able to get your words out. It's like you can't put it together. You know what you want to say, but you can't put it together and to get it out. And I had gotten really bad a while ago. So I pulled out my stuff and I wanted to, you know what? I think I want this on the front. Do I? That would be a pretty front, wouldn't it? I think that would look really good right there. Let me cut it. Let me trim it right like. But I was just not feeling well. Like I said, just all of a sudden, just out of the blue, my skin decided that it wanted to. I'm trying to turn it away. I can see where I creased it. It just decided it wanted to start feeling the way I explain it. Now, other people may not explain it this way, but to me it feels, I've always had a problem, even before fibros, that if I rubbed something too long, it was like my nerves on the tip of my fingers. I couldn't just keep rubbing it. You know what I mean? And, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this glue here just to get this on here straight. But that's not the glue that I'm going to use to make it stay on, because I want a stiffer glue, something that's going to hold better. And hopefully that will hold it just until I can get it placed on here. But like I said, I've always had a problem, you know, like that anyway. So then after I got fibro, or realized I had fibro, and I realized that these feelings comes along with fibro, then I started recognizing it. But I was feeling fine as far as my sensitivity to touch. I felt bad in my body, but I felt fine as far as my sensitivity to touch. And I didn't want to do that yet. I wonder if I can get that up without it tearing. But then all of a sudden it happened, and it was so bad I couldn't hardly stand it. And so I was sitting there, and I thought, I'm gonna do some glue booking. I'm gonna get started and do some glue booking. And got in here and pulled out a few things, and then I was feeling so bad. And I had taken them. I wanted to do it in the living room because it's brighter in there, and me feeling bad, I wanted a bright, airy place to work at. And my table in the living room that I set up for crafting, I set it up in there so I could look out the window, you know, and see cars passing and things like that while I was crafting. So I took a bunch of stuff in there and was going to do it, but I was feeling so bad that I couldn't do it. I couldn't get my mind on it. I could not do it. And my skin was so sensitive to touch that I couldn't hardly stand to even rub my hand over a piece of paper like that to get it to lay down. And I was just really in a bad shape. And so I said, well, maybe I could just color. Maybe if I could just color, I'm going to use wet glue on that. You know, that way it's not that I'm having to, you know, be moving around much, pulling out different papers, looking and deciding and stuff like that. So, I started to pull out my coloring book colors, and I said, you know, I don't even feel like doing that. Maybe I could just diamond paint. So, I finally found something I could do. My diamond painting is already set up on that little table in the living room. And I said, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to diamond paint. Guys, I need something to dry that with now. I used to have a towel in here that I could have to work with when my hands got... Well, I have like a wet wipe that I have to wipe my hands on, but then I had a towel if I needed it to do something. But I guess I moved it out of here. Anyway, I finally sat down and started diamond painting, and it kind of... And then all of a sudden, I mean, I'm not feeling good, but that real bad feeling that I was feeling like I would just sit with my head in my hands. I just felt so bad. And so I got to feeling better. Enough I could come in here. Long story. I'm going around the world to tell you what's happening. Going around the world. But anyway, I got to feeling better and decided to come in here and diamond paint. Let's see. That's kind of orange, green. I think I'm going to use this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to put it right here on this black binding of the book. It's just washi tape, and I'm going to put it right along the edge here. I'm going to trim it right here. And I don't think I got enough of that off, but I will trim it up more later if I need to. Right there. Then I'm going to just bring it around like this for my binding. And no, I'm telling y'all that to finally get around to what I was going to be saying. But I got to thinking about how, you know, other people and how, you know, when I learn something new and I see how someone does it, you know, I think that's the way I'm supposed to do it, and I try to do it that way. Well, then as I go on, you know, learning more about what I'm doing, then I realize I can do it my own way. And so the way other people glue book also, you know, may not be the way I want to do it or the way I enjoy it. Because to me, glue booking is for enjoyment. It's something that you can enjoy doing, something that you don't have to really think a lot about. You can just come in here and sit down and glue book. So, I was trying to figure out, okay, so how do I need to go about doing this? Do I need to... I gotta have this one. Do I need to, I may use that one too. I may use that one too. That one maybe. Sorry, guys. Oh, gotta have that one. Oh, that can go on my brown side. But see, I don't want something that I don't want to cover up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think I'm going to leave this. That would have been pretty on the front, but I forgot about it. That would have made a pretty front. Oh, well, I have other books I can put that on. I don't know. Let's see. Let me think. Maybe I won't do these right now. Let me go to the smaller pictures, the half pictures. Okay? Just see what we got here in the half pictures. This here is random sizes. Nope, that says half pages. And this is nature, see? I'm going to go through that later. And this one says people. Now, people and dolls, I'll probably keep them separately. But the others, I'm going to do them per size. Of what size they are. But, you know, I got to thinking, okay, you have to have a certain theme. You have to do this. You have to do that. And I decided, nope. I'm going to do it. See, that'd be good in my brown section. I said, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. The way I can enjoy it. And, ooh, that'd go good in purple. That'd go good in the brown. Oh, look at that one. So what I'm getting at, guys, is I'm here. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to do just one color. That's what I had started out thinking that I might do, is come in here and just look for something for, you know, a certain color section. Like maybe just the orange, or maybe just green, or whatever, you know. Well, I've decided I'm not going to do that. I've decided that I am going to pull out my papers, and whatever color it goes in, that's what I'm going to do. Like this one right here. This one will go great in the red section. So I am going to open this up right here to the red section. And I think I'm going to put it... See, it's not just red. It has red, like the red in it. But anyway, I don't know if I've made any sense, guys. And I'm going to blame it on fibro. I'm going to blame it on fibro, okay? I'm just not thinking correctly today. But no, seriously, I've tried to explain to you what I mean and how, you know, that I have, you know, let the way other people do their crafting, and it might not be the way I like doing it, and therefore it would cause me to not enjoy the craft, you know, because I was trying to do it the way they did it. And so, yay, I thought to do it right, didn't I? No, I did, but it still pulled up all them. But anyway, I got it. I would end up not enjoying the craft because, you know, I was trying to do it the way they did it, and I can't do that. I've got to do me, and not really thinking of what I'm doing is the more... Oh, look! That couch would be pretty cut out, but I'm going to use that side. Oh, it's hard whenever it's pretty on both sides to decide which one to use. So, guys, in The moral of this story is I'm on here glue booking, and I'm doing it the way I like to do it. Whew! That was a long story for that, wasn't it? I'm going to kind of put that over. I like to overlap them to help keep the binding, to help keep the book together. And then this side right here is not real important. I can overlap a piece of paper on this side to help hold that down. And see, if you glue it to both sides, then that kind of eases, It kind of keeps the binding together, that it doesn't tear from one place to the. Also, this book has the, what do you call that, where you can tear out the page, and I don't want the page tearing, so I like to do it like that. Ah, look at the glue. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can find the brown section here. Put this on. Look at there. Look at there. I'm going to put this right here. Ooh, that was a lot of glue. I don't know how far up I need it. I'm going to put this right here. Put it in the seam. Got it too far down. It's hanging over. Come on. Alright guys, I'm not going to keep you a long time. I just wanted to come on and do a video showing. Well, I still got it. For some reason, I'm not getting it straight. Maybe the paper ain't straight in the notebook. Maybe that's the trouble. I just wanted to come on here and talk with you a little bit and tell you my theory of what I'm going to be doing. Oh, wrong thing. And how I have come to the conclusion that in order to enjoy doing something, I've got to do me. I can't do it like someone else does it. And I know nobody expects me to do it. I'm just, I kind of do this, talk on things like this for my benefit. Because when I talk about it, like I've said before in other videos, I'm the type of person I need to talk things out. And talking about it gets it in my mind better of what I need and want to do. And I wrinkled that sheet right there some kind of bad. But you know what? It's okay. It will cover up. But anyway, I do it for my benefit. When I talk things out, it helps me to be able to understand myself better. Because I feel like one reason is all my life I have felt like I had to do things the way others wanted me to do it. I've always felt that way. I feel like that I can't do what I want to do. I have to do what others want me to do. And, that's kind of been something I've had to deal with in my life. And, so if I can get on here and talk to y'all, it kind of helps me to be able to talk it out. Helps me to be able to get it in my mind more clear. And then maybe your comments also would help me out if you commented on what I was talking about. You know, I do it for my benefit. That's why I get on here and talk about things. So, anyway, but I'm not going to make the video real long. I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing in my glue book, and that the way I'm doing it is I'm just picking out, I'm harvesting my magazines, which means I find pictures I like, whether it's full pages, half pages, or things that I fussy cut out, whatever it is, I find it and I categorize it according to size. That's what best works for me. And you'll notice that my clippings does have a theme. That's because that's the only type of magazines I have. And, you know, I have to use what I have. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to work. I'm not going to quit working, but I am going to turn the video off so it won't hold you so long. And I'd like to know if you do you glue book? And if you do, tell me how you do it. What your method is. What your method of madness is, as some would say. How do you do it? I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing any certain theme except for color. I do have other books. I'm thinking that I'm going to make one for an alphabet book. That way, you know, I will put things in according to alphabet, whether, you know, whatever alphabet they stand for. I want to do that. And things like that is things I enjoy doing. But my color one, the only theme it has to it is the color. That's the only theme it has to it. It can be nature, it can be a waterfall, it can be beds, like you seen me putting in earlier, in the red section. Just whatever I have, as long as it falls in that color category. And I'm almost out of glue in this glue stick. Alright guys, when I get started, I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy talking with you. And I want to just continue, but I know, you know, well, one thing, I don't need to leave my, you know, make such a long video. Sorry that I can't put my words together right to make sense, but I don't need to have such a long video because it takes so long to upload. And I know you're not able to watch, you know, you have other channels you want to watch. So I try not to make my videos too long. So I'm going to get off of here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I have done. I hope I haven't confused you. I feel like because my mind is all bull and I can't get my words out, that I might have confused you. But anyway, I will let y'all go. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk with you later. Bye.